Igon is a peculiar character. You will likely first encounter him next to the Pillar Path waypoint site of Grace, where he is either screaming his lungs out about the pain he is in, or he will cower in fear. Talking to him does not net you any useful information except that he has a grudge against someone called Bale.
Bale! Vile Bale! Oh, terror incarnate! There is life in me yet! I will soon feast upon your heart! Mark my words! You too shall know fear!
However, this NPC is actually related to the mountain area that is southeast of here, and he's also related to the new dragon transformation that was added in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. First, to access the mountain area, you need to keep following this path here. You will most likely be invaded. After defeating the Ancient Dragonman, continue on this path until you reach the end of it, and then you will have to find a dungeon entrance. I say find, but it is pretty obvious, isn't it? Welcome to the Dragon's Pit. In this dungeon you will find a lot of undead Faramazula beastmen. You can play through this dungeon normally until you get to a room with a large pit in the middle. Here you will find a tablet saying, "Be brave, show no fear." And there's a giant pit in the middle of the room, so I guess it's pretty obvious what you have to do. Down here you will encounter the same Ancient Dragonman you fought earlier, except this time he's a boss. After you defeat him, he will drop you the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. Now you're free to move on to the foot of the Jagged Peak. The first thing you will encounter in this area is another boss. After you defeat this dragon, you have two paths to choose from. You can go south and go to the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion, or you can go north and go to the mountain peak proper. I suggest going south first to get to the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion and encounter the NPC that is there.
Warrior true, picture yourself feasting upon a dragon's essence, on the throbbing heart of the oldest, vilest dragon of them all. It would be the purest form of communion, the fullest sating of your hunger and your consummation as a dragon whole.
Choose to devour Draconic Essence.
Yes. As it should be. Now, seek the Jagged Peak. There you will find Bale, the oldest and vilest of all dragons. Landbound warrior. Follow your desire and slay the foul beast. devour its throbbing heart, I will grant you the strength required. In the name of my lord, Placidusax.
She will grant you an ancient dragon's blessing. This is a consumable item, which will increase all damage negation. I suggest saving that for the boss. Now that we've met the nice dragon priestess lady, it's time to go the northern path and actually go to the mountain proper. Use the spirit spring to go up. Now at the foot of the jagged peak, the climb has begun. Just beyond that grace you will see two dragons fighting each other. I suggest just waiting until one of them is dead, unless you want both of them to team up against you. Alright, now that there's only one dragon left, it is time to fight. After you defeat the dragon, you will hear someone laughing.
What a sight! A warrior true, if ever one there was. A fellow Drake warrior! Igon. Piteous Igon. Do you not remember? Conjure your past, how once you were, when fear was yet foreign to you.
He's still insane, but seems a little bit more willing to talk to you.
Drake warrior, dear friend, grant me this one wish. Take this finger, my finger, scale the jagged peak, face Baal the Dread, and when you do, summon me. Summon my soul.
He will give you his own furled finger. This will allow you to summon him for the boss of this area. As far as I'm aware, it is required to summon him to get his quest reward, but I am not 100% on whether or not it is required for the dragon transformation. But it's better to be safe than sorry. As you continue climbing the mountain, you will encounter another dragon boss, except this time it is an ancient dragon, and this ancient dragon has smartly placed himself inside of little pools of water so that his lightning attacks will have more reach. Once you defeat this dragon, you can make your way to the peak and face the boss. You will have to be inside the arena to summon Igon. Just be careful not to get hit by the boss's initial attacks while you do that.
I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true Drake warrior. And I, Igon, your fears made flesh.
Once you defeat the boss, you obtain his heart.
Baal the Dread, you shall haunt me no longer.
And once you go back to where you last met Igon, you will find your quest reward. His bow, his armor, and his bell bearing. And if you go back to the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion, you will find that the Dragon Priestess is gone, and she has left you a gift. And that is how you obtain the Dragon Transformation and how you do Igon's questline. I hope this was helpful to you. Have a nice day.